In this video, we're going to be covering Facebook. Now, Facebook can be a very divisive platform because some people love it more than oxygen and other people hate it more than politics. So, you know yourself better than I do. I'm just making this video because some people like to use Facebook, and even if you don't like Facebook that much, you might want to use it for market research and idea generation anyway. So, with that said, right here we are looking at a page that I recently made because I'm going to be using it for experimentation in various ways, which is why you see the insight summary over here and the insights over here, so on and so forth. I haven't done anything to this page to build it up. I may cover that. I may cover certain elements of that if I make a Facebook course of its own, which I might do. I'm considering doing it. But anyway, that's just kind of giving an overview of why you're seeing it from this perspective. Now, some of the things I'm going to show you are also going to display differently on this page that I'm using versus your personal page as well, which I will point that out to you, just kind of giving you a brief overview of why that might be. So right here, we would go up here and type in something like gardening, let's just say gardening tips for right now. And go over here. Right here you see pages, people, and places. You can jump to some of these right here if you want, since they're very easy to get to quickly. I am going to come down here to show more results. Top results shows you results for people, pages, places, groups, apps, and events. People I'm not going to mess with because that just shows you like individual users, individual personal profiles on Facebook. You might be able to find some value in that. I don't mess with that myself. Places is going to be things more like, just say that you're in the dog niche. Pets might be something more along the lines of your local vet, your local dog park, or maybe Petco, things of that nature. You can experiment with places if that applies to you. If not, I'm not going to make that a focus of this training. Groups, which I will touch on in just a moment. Apps are generally going to be a waste of your time to even bother with because, for example, if I click on it, nothing. So for the most part, you're not going to find much value in apps. Certain areas you can try it, but for the most part, I wouldn't mess with it too much. Again, you can experiment with it if you wish, but I'm not going to bother with that. Events are things like if you wish to, if you wanted to talk about a certain event that takes place at a certain time and date at a certain location, like a physical address, then you can bother with that, but I'm not going to be going through that too much. If that's going to benefit you in some way, I'm not going to go into it too much because it's very self-explanatory. The two things I'm going to focus on here are going to be pages and groups. Pages are what most of us know of as like pages or fan pages. They're the places that you can go click like and ta-da, there you go. You now have it feeding into your feed. Let's go to gardening. I'm going to go to this one right here. This page right here has 15,000 likes almost. It has a post made an hour ago, 3 hours ago, 13 hours ago, so frequent posting. But something else that you want to do is come in here and look at the likes, comments, and shares. This one right here has 3 plus 3 more. That's going to be 6 likes. You can scroll down here, 14 shares, and what's this? 1, 2, 3 plus 9 is 12 likes. But shares are better than likes any day of the week because in order to like something, all you have to do is go bam, click like, and you're done. With sharing, there's more steps to go through. So anytime somebody's willing to go through the extra step or two to share something, that's going to be great signs of social feedback. So anytime you see shares, take that into consideration. Like right here, we have a great headline, at least to probably a blog post that you can probably derive a decent amount of value from. No shares, which is okay. People are still liking the page. 17 shares, great example right here. 7, 8, 9, 10 people like this. 17 shares. I wish there were some comments on here, but there's not. The shares speak for themselves though because they want other people to see it. So again, great example of stuff. And if there are comments in here, then come to the comments, see what people are saying about it, and take that and use it as you will because you'll find out what people liked about it, so on and so forth. And because people are typically not going to comment on Facebook unless they like something, unless it's a controversial post, but you can't really get too controversial with gardening. So good feedback is something that you might see in the comments. Either way, that's there. So come here, see what other people are saying about it, see if other people like it, especially see if other people are sharing it, and that will be a good indicator of whether this is something that you want to considering adopting for your own ideas. So let's go back up to the top. We will go back to with our list, and that was pages. That's a brief overview of pages. Even if something doesn't have the best social feedback, sharing, liking, commenting, that kind of thing, if something grabs your attention, maybe it's just because people have not seen the post. That doesn't mean that it's not capable of getting a lot of good feedback. It's just maybe that it hasn't been exposed to enough people. Maybe a lot of people didn't actually see it. So kind of use your own judgment there and go forth and conquer. I don't know why I said that, but let's move on. Now we're going to go to groups. Groups are slightly different, but they are still valuable as well. You have closed groups and open groups. First, we're going to go to the closed group just to kind of show you what I mean. And this is what a closed group will look like when you first arrive at it. It shows you how many members it has, it shows you the administrators, and it shows you their About section. Now, the About section is going to be there whether it's closed or open, but before you join a group, always make sure to check out the About section because it will show you what it's about, and below this, they don't have anything here, but below this or over here, it will also show you the rules of the group. If you violate a group's rules, you can be banned, so keep that in mind. And typically right here, this is a closed group, so up here it would normally show a button that says request to join, and you would click on that, and then one of the admins would have to approve you. For an open group, it would simply say join group, and you could join and you should be in instantly. They don't have a description over here. I'm not quite sure why, but we're going to ignore that since there's nothing to look at there. This group has 32 members, which is okay. I mean, you can still derive value from even smaller groups, but this is how the inside of the group will look after you joined a closed group. It essentially looks just like your newsfeed. Post from yesterday, you can expand the comments. Feedback is good always. Like right here, we're not seeing any shares, but we're seeing likes. We're seeing a lot of feedback, a numbered list apparently. These posts also seem to be frequent, which is a good thing. So that's a lot of attachments unavailable. So, I mean, this person right here is posting a question. These people down here are answering it, so that's pretty good, especially because I think this thing has like over 20 comments. So it's a lot of good information just right here. People responding, people leaving their feedback, people sharing their personal experiences. So take those and use those to your advantage, especially if people are leaving feedback and other people are liking it. That's more good signs. So this is basically how groups function. Again, to quickly recap, I don't want to make this video too long. Again, pages are going to be more open to everyone, where you can click like on it and you can go see the comments, the likes, and the shares on it as well. Groups are going to be more of a close-knit type thing, but they're also going to have a more community-based aspect of it sometimes, so it just kind of depends on which one of those sounds more appealing to you. They both have their ups and downs, so come in here and check both of these out and see which one provides the most value to you personally. Again, thank you for watching. Feel free to ask questions if you have them, and I will see you in the next video.